It's week 3 of the NFL, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bengals and the Jets, and it's coming up next.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. Brandon Gaudin alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis. And CD, our quarterbacks taking center stage here for each of their respective offenses. Joe Burrow of the Bengals, Zach Wilson of the Jets.
And I think for me, and this isn't an original thought by any stretch, and probably for these two head coaches as well, the key for them is going to be limiting the turnovers, limiting the pre-possessions. I mean, this isn't saying anything you don't already know, but you've got to be able to make the most out of your drives and see if your defense can help you out and take the ball away from the other team and give you a few extras.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. We'll get our first look at this New York Jets offense, really retooled the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, second overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson.
It was an educational rookie season for Zach Wilson, who was drafted to be the eventual face of the Jets as the team worked through a lengthy rebuild. 2,300 yards and 9 touchdowns as a rookie. He did miss some time mid-season with an injury, but I really like the work that the Jets have done to put people around him and give him his best opportunity to be not only the face of this franchise, but get him back into perennial playoff contention.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Wilson now to throw on third down. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 40 now on second down, Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. Here's Wilson. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Will Fuller back deep to return. Well, the Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his 3rd season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
First down, here's Burrow. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 yards the gain for number 18. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Play action. It's Burrow. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now it's Burrow to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Inside handoff to Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ballgame. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. That time a 9-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. On 3rd down, Burrow. Being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
One of the best in the NFL in no small part because of his running ability. But on that play, didn't matter to the defense at all. Nice stop for them, a feather in their cap for getting the sack and brought down one of the toughest guys to catch in the NFL.
4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Higgins. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Burrow on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. The general manager of the New York Jets continues to make investments in the receiver room in this draft. 10th overall pick. They invested again, this time with Garrett Wilson out of Ohio State. Great speed, outstanding body control, really goes up and snatches the ball out of the air. Everything that you're looking for in a WR1. It gets the first down right there.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room, maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Bengals in that first half. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Takes it at the 7. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now Burrow.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 45-yard punt and 4 there on the return.
And the Jets will take over.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to step with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll go again with Hall.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to the ground with Hall.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Now the 2nd-year man from Carolina, this is Michael Carter.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed.
Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Mixing up the middle. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now Burrow on first down. This pass complete to Higgins. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 45 on 2nd down. Burrow. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Burrow looking to pass. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop it. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
He'll give it to Hall to start the drive.
And some space here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller, because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Always
laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he is going to have a Jets first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass in the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Now Burrow.
That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Burrow.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
To throw, Burrow. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. This from long, very long range. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And New York set to take the field. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. To throw is Wilson. And that's complete to Davis. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be 4th down. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting? We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
Now time to see what Burrow can do here at OT. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Throwing, Burrow. Eluding the press, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins. And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. Burrow Pass complete. Hurst.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us. We came here to see the winner, right?
We did.
Winner or loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Man.
Yeah.
MEH, man.